As if 2020 couldn't get any weirder for musicians, Spotify has gone and announced something huge. Hey guys, if we haven't met before, my name's Joey Clarkson and I'm an independent singer-songwriter, voiceover artist, and audiobook narrator living in London, UK with my husband and our two Pomskis. I make videos just like this every week, so if this is your thing, I would love to have you along for the ride. Please hit that subscribe button and turn that notification bell on. If you've landed on this video, it's probably because you've heard that Spotify announced a new scheme in which they are proposing they pay artists less money for more promotion on their platform. We are going to dive into their official statement in the second half of this video, but before we do that, I just want to go over the brief bullet points. So the takeaways from this are: 1. Artists can choose to promote their music to a wider audience on Spotify, but they have to agree to a reduced royalty rate. 2. The artists choosing to take part in this scheme can select which songs they want to put forward. So just because you take part in the scheme doesn't mean that all of your music has to be a part of this scheme. It just means the song that you select to be a part of this promotional experiment, offer, payola, whatever you want to call it, that's the song that will be used in the scheme. It doesn't have to be your entire repertoire. 3. This is not Spotify claiming that they will be putting your songs on playlists. That part's really important. This is Spotify saying that they're going to consider your songs for the automatically generated playlists for individual listeners, and only if those listeners are people who they think will actually enjoy your music. So this isn't you paying to get on a big playlist. The last thing I need to mention is that they haven't announced an official start date for this scheme yet. This is a pilot scheme, so it's not going to be implemented forever right away. This is on a trial basis, and they haven't announced the date that they will be starting this yet. They've only announced that they intend to do so, and they intend to do so soon. We're gonna go over their statement now in detail and break it down into chunks. I will try and be as concise as possible, but at this point, if you have any major thoughts, please let me know in the comments below. I know there's gonna be a lot of people with very heated opinions on this, and I would love for you to discuss that below. Just make sure you're kind to each other in doing so. Okay guys, we're gonna pull up their official statement and we are going to read this together. Amplifying artist input in your personalized recommendations, November 2nd, 2020. Listeners enjoy Spotify because we introduce them to music to fall in love with, including music they might not have found otherwise. In fact, Spotify drives 16 billion artist discoveries every month, meaning 16 billion times a month. Fans listen to an artist they have never heard before on Spotify. We're proud of that and are actively refining our algorithms to enable even more fan discoveries of new artists each month. That is the part of Spotify that I do appreciate, and I'm sure you appreciate that as well. That is kind of the only saving grace of the streaming world, the ability to grow your audience quickly. We're able to make great personalized recommendations because of complex, dynamic systems that consider a wide variety of inputs about what you like, which we refer to as signals, and balance those signals in many possible different pathways to produce an output, the perfect song for the moment, just for you. This might sound complicated, and it is. Our personalized recommendations take into account thousands of types of signals, what you're listening to and when, which songs you're adding to your playlists, the listening habits of people who have similar tastes, and much more. In order to create algorithms that truly deliver the right song for the right time, we're also taking into account less obvious factors. Things like the time of day, or the order in which you're listening to songs or podcasts, or the release date of a song. Artists tell us they want more opportunities to connect with new listeners. Obviously Spotify. Not sure that this is what we meant, but... And we believe our recommendations should also be informed by artists, their priorities, and what they have to say about their music. And soon, we will roll out a test of a service that gives artists a say in how their music is discovered. This would be really, really, really great if Spotify did this without charging the artist to do this. This whole concept is a great concept because an artist should have a say in the songs they want more effort and more energy put behind, but I'm not so sure that Spotify should be charging artists to do this because it seems like a bit of a conflict of interest. Let's continue. In this new experiment, artists and labels can identify music that's a priority for them, and our system will add that signal to the algorithm that determines personalized listening sessions. This allows our algorithms to account for what's important to the artist, perhaps a song they're particularly excited about, an album anniversary they're celebrating, a viral cultural moment they're experiencing, or other factors they care about. Again, I totally agree with this, but I don't think Spotify should be charging the artist for this service. To ensure the tool is accessible to artists at any stage of their careers, it won't require any upfront budget. Instead, labels or rights holders agree to be paid a promotional recording royalty rate for streams in personalized listening sessions where we provided this service. That's the kicker there, guys. That's where they're saying that we will be paying for this service. We're not paying upfront. I guess that's nice of them to do, but it still feels like a conflict of interest for Spotify to be offering this service as a paid service in any form. It feels a bit icky. It's also important to note there that they said personalized listening sessions where we provide this service. So that means if I chose to use this service on my single these days, I would only be paid a lower rate for the streams it generated when put into these personalized listening experiences. What I would really like to find out is how Spotify plans on differentiating which personalized listening experiences are algorithmic organically and which ones were used as part of this new scheme they're running. As this is something that Spotify is supposed to do for artists anyways, I'm not sure how they plan to differentiate between which is organic and which is paid, and I'm not sure how they can ethically do that either. I would be really interested in seeing the analytics behind this service to see how transparent they are about these facts. If the songs resonate with listeners, we'll keep trying them in similar sessions. If the songs don't perform well, they'll quickly be pulled back. Listener satisfaction is our priority. We won't guarantee placement to labels or artists, and we only ever recommend music we think listeners will want to hear. We're testing this to make sure it's a great experience for both listeners and artists. To start, we'll focus on applying this service to our radio and autoplay formats, where we know listeners are looking to discover new music. As we learn from this experiment, we'll carefully test expanding to other personalized areas of Spotify. They're not saying that they're going to be doing this for playlists, but they're also not saying that that's not where they're heading. And I think that that's worth noting, and that's worth being concerned about, because again, this is starting to feel a lot like it might be leaning towards a new version of pay-to-play. I mean, it's not a pyramid scheme, guys. It's multi-level marketing. It's not payola, guys. It's accepting less money for your music so it can be put in front of more people through a service that's supposed to be doing that anyway for the cut of the profit they take from your music. We're gonna finish this statement. There's only like one paragraph left. I'm a bit fired up right now. We believe this new service will unlock more discoveries than ever before. Our recommendations rely on signals from you, so keep on listening to what you love. That's the statement from Spotify. I think I personally need a bit more time to process this before I can say what I really think, but my gut is leaning towards this not really being an opportunity for the artist, but rather an opportunity for Spotify to just make more money. This is such a conflict of interest for Spotify to be running. Will I be trying this service? Yes, I will, because I would love to make a YouTube video analyzing whether or not it's actually worth it for people to try. Do I think it's a good idea? The only part of me that thinks this is a good idea is the same part of me that actually wonders if I should pay to play a big stage with another artist. It's that part of my mind that knows everything about it is wrong, but still is hopeful that maybe it will work for the better. It's the same part of my brain that wants to buy a lottery ticket, not the logical, well thought out part of me. And I think that's why I'm so conflicted with this. It just feels like if we're gonna start paying for this, what else are we going to start paying for? And just because it's not paying up front doesn't mean it's not paying for it. So that's it. I'm gonna leave it there, guys. Let me know in the comments below how you feel about this new announcement from Spotify. Again, please be kind to each other if you do choose to interact with one another. Let's debate this. Did I miss anything major? Are you as fired up as I am right now? I would really love to know. And on the way down to the comment section, if you could hit that subscribe button and turn that notification bell on, I would be ever so grateful. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'm looking forward to getting to know you better.